Hey guys, it's Aaron's Alpha, and today the car has arrived. Bit of a slow gate, but here she is. We've moved her over 150 miles to get her here into a garage where we can really begin work. Unfortunately, some damage was caused down here mainly during the transportation process. Pulled it a bit too far, crushed the bumper a bit in the winch, but that doesn't matter because this is getting wide-bodied. Oh, it's gonna look good. Gonna get it in there, get it jacked up, and oil, coolant, all that stuff drained. Go on, go full lock. Other way. Yeah, other way, definitely other way. I reckon that'll clear. Yeah, you're clear. Go on this side. Right, straight. Yeah, shut your door. Might be a bad idea. I stopped it then. Right, if you go to the back so that you can grab it and stop it if it needs to be stopped. Right. Why? How's it look? Oh yeah, to just get a bit of a...
You stuck on the...
Run up. Yeah, yeah.
The...
Yeah, go forward a bit. There's no grip, is there? Right. And I'll run around. You got it? Go. Oh no, forward, 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 forward. Yeah, we're over. How much room you got?
About 4.5.
Give it a bit more. Oh, I'm using one hand here. Right. Stop. All good? Yeah, the garage will shut there. I'll get handbrake. Bosh. Jump through the window. I can always adjust it and move it myself. She fits.
Dash.
Nice one. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be fair, it did mention the undertray weren't screwed on. I should have told you.
It's alright, literally as soon as I must have just got it up the ramp and it, I don't know. I've only just realised as we
I don't.
took the car off then.
Yeah, I don't need it. Fuck. Yeah, so we're in the garage. So one of the first things we're going to be doing is just stripping plenty of the car. Now, I'm going to start under the bonnet, do some bits and bobs. As you know from the last video, we've already lost the airbox. Is that going to stay up? I thought that wasn't going to stay up then. We'll whip the battery off right now because it's not doing anything anyway. You taking a piss? Why ain't you coming off? What's going on there? You're not holding it in, are you? Oh, there we go. Do a bit of bending. But we don't need that, that's for sure. Battery's off, battery's out of the way. I'll probably strip off this housing, washer fluid, drain all the fluids, get the turbo off, stuff like that. That's kind of the plan. I'm going to jack her up now and get draining her. Some more stuff we don't need there. and the garage floor is very dirty. Look, there's some towels that have been in here for God knows how long, so they're getting sacrificed. We've got some beautiful new brand spanking jack stands. There's one side. I don't even think I have to do the other, to be honest with you. No, you've got loads of room under there. So we'll probably just leave it there with just the one side jacked up. The car seems stable enough. The cap is really not helping here. So there's our drain plug. It might surprise some of you if you've seen my other Giulietta and how much work I've done for that. I've never actually changed the oil myself. I've not got a garage to do it, it's just been a sort of in the family thing. I'm lucky enough to have quite a nice dad that has always done it for me, despite me honestly wishing he rather didn't sometimes, so I could get some experience. But the drain plug's there, the gearbox is here. What other stuff am I seeing? The cat is still there, so it's still got a cat. I wasn't sure, to be honest. The cat might be the cat might be gutted because this thing was really loud for just a back box delete. We're also going to do coolant, which would be this hose there, I believe. But let's get started. Let's get some sockets and get on with this. Right. We've got our spanner. We've got our catching bucket, spanner, ratchet. This is a little bit awkward to try and get to. But we're going to do our best. We don't need the catching bucket just yet. Right, we're on. And I need me other arm. I'm starting to think this car creeper that I got is not worth it because I actually can't get both arms under the car. There we go. Right, it's loose. Let's make a mess. I'm not bothered about retaining it, to be honest, so if it flicks off into the bucket, that's perfect. We're dripping. Oh, look at that, clean hands. And the oil is black. No glitter in it by the looks of things. So that's not too bad. So while that's draining, we're going to move on to the coolant, which might be a bit messier. Let's see which hose is lower. Oh, that's a boost line. So yeah, it's going to be this one. I'm almost tempted to just stab it with a knife. But that's probably not a good idea. So what we'll do, we'll take off this front under tray. It's knackered, it's battered anyway. We'll take that off, and that should make things a bit easier. Oh boy, my glad they invented power tools. Some dodgy leak clip. We do have an issue here with this not breaking. Broke it. There we go. It's off. So if I pull this down now, oh, there we are. Also, we've just got one straggler over the far side. Fortunately, that side of the car looks to be a bit too low. Can't be bothered with that. We're just gonna remove it that way. When in doubt, chuck it out. We should probably keep this intact. I'm sure I'll want that at some point in the future. But that's a future problem. I think I'm gonna, to be honest with you, I think I'm just gonna cut this pipe. And see what mess it creates. So there's a little trick for you. If you ever need to get a pipe open just to drain something and you're not bothered about keeping it, just impact a flat head onto it and it will squeeze it through. So we're gonna let that drain and then we can get onto some fun stuff. So we've got the coolant draining, it's very slowly dripping there, so it's still going. It's not gonna drain all the coolant because obviously the car's tipped this way and the lowest part is over this side. That's probably going to be a funny blooper at some point when I pull a pipe off and I get splashed in the face with it, but that's life. I'm at least getting the majority of the system emptied so I can take off like the coolant reservoir and stuff, but we're going to get this heat shield off and then try and get the catalytic converter out. So it's some sort of weird massive torque bit. Let's try this one. No, too big. Oh, that one's in there tight. There we go. I want to say that's too small. That seems like it has a lot of play. No, must be right. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I was a bit worried that that one wasn't going to break. There's 3 of them. We need a big spanner for the O2. Oh no, you can't even get to the O2 yet, so that's not a problem. Right. I want to say 13? No, they're 10s, they're definitely 10s. Yeah. Now I don't own any sort of electric ratchet or anything, but you never know. If I sell enough of this car, maybe I'll buy one. That's a bolt off. That's going to need an extension. Come on, come on. There we go, she's moving. We're out. I don't think that's quite how it was supposed to unscrew, but that's how it came. That should come off now. Heat shield 1 officially off. You know what that's from, credit to you. Heat shield 2. It's like it's got some bits down below. Shouldn't be too bad to try and get them off. And with that, we've got this heat shield off too. It's a bit trapped. It might be easier to go down. Yeah, definitely. There we go. So both heat shields off. With my time under there, I've seen that the gasket area of the catalytic converter is very rusty. I'm not looking forward to trying to take these bolts off. So hopefully here you can sort of see the absolute mess of these bolts. Look at that, biggest one I've got. Ow. There's the O2 sensor, very black. I believe black is rich. Black is rich, white is lean, if I remember correctly. But if anything, we wanted rich, it's usually better. So that's always good. Right, let's get the V-band off. Oh, not a 10mm. 8mm. This doesn't look how I remember my turbo looking, if I'm completely honest. No, it does. I'm pretty... Yeah, it's the same blow-off valve. I'm sure it's the 1446. Not blow-off valve, turbo bypass valve. This is where one of those previously mentioned electric ratchets will be very useful. Now my clamp definitely isn't the same as this one. This has some sort of spring mechanism on it. So I'm hoping if I just unscrew it, it'll come off. Doing a bloody lot of unscrewing though. There we go. Yeah, it seems to have pinged itself off, so there we go. That's separated. Now, these bottom bolts are going to be an issue. I think yeah, it definitely looks like getting underneath it with the impact gun is going to be the way forward. Right, I was all but ready to go to bed, but then I remembered something. If we're going to wide body this car, I need to get some wheels on it so I can see, you know, how far out to build the wide body. And I have been looking, I've been searching, and I've found a set that I think I'm going to go for. They're massive. You know, these rears here are 205 tyres, so they're what, probably 7J wide. These ones I'm after are 12J in the rear with 305 tyres, so they're absolutely huge. And my concern is when I'm cutting the arch here, you know, there's not going to be room for the door sill. So we're going to have to get the wheel off, get the arch liner off, and see how much room we've actually got. Oh, this is going to be a very dirty job. Oh, very dirty. And they all look to be clips, which is just even better. Have they? Dunno. I'm gonna get me 10mm and find out. Right, so they look like 10mm bolts. They look a little weird, so let's just see what happens. Oh no. Okay, yeah, we're good. one seems to be being a pain. And so does that one. I think that's an all though. There's definitely a clip there. There's a spider's egg nest there. That's definitely a clip. I think we're just going to start yanking on it, see what we can do. Move some of my tools out the way. Oh, no, I'm missing a few yet. Try from this side. Oh wow, this is so dirty. Oh. Lovely. I mean, to be fair, this gets me enough room for what I want to see, regardless, like, but... Oh, in my eye. Oh, in my eye. Okay, that's come off. Ow, 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 my eye. That kills. And that's half of the fucker out. I can't see what's holding this in. It's like wrapped around the shock. So whether there's some mounting points behind the shock. I don't see any. I don't... Oh, no, there we go. It's just getting catched. Right. That's that removed. That was painful. I want to just let you guys know, I was about to go to sleep before I remember this. It is 9 o'clock and I have a 2.5 hour drive home. And I have work in the morning. The crazy stuff we do for cars, eh? But yeah, there's absolutely loads of room there to fit some massive wheels. Oh my god, that spider is huge. Oh my god. I just want to try and show you guys the size of this spider. Oh, that's a big boy. So, besides our spider friend, my reason for needing to get here off is the wheels I'm after are going to sit, you know, at least this far out from the arches. So I'm not going to be able to keep the stock arches because it's just going to cut through them when I air out. So I needed to kind of vision this area where the door sills are to see where I can kind of cut to cut the new arch, cut the old arches out. Sorry. Although I was just concerned with the door being there that there wasn't going to be room to cut them, but fortunately there does seem to be a substantial amount. I mean, it kind of looks to me at least like that body line you can see there, if you can see it from the light. There you go. That body line you can see there is kind of where I can cut, at least near this door section, which should hopefully be enough to get the wheels. So I'm going to be looking into getting them soon. I can't get them quite yet, quite frankly, they just cost too much. But over the next couple of months, I'm going to carry on with some other projects, just some of the stuff that you guys are going to get to see coming up. You know, these badges are going to come off and get... I'm going to try and repaint them, maybe do something cool with them, because I really like them, but I don't know, they're looking a bit tatty, they're a bit beat up, so we'll see what I do with them. Obviously, the custom headlights is already a project that's on its way, but that is not an easy job. But other than that, you know, we're going to strip out the whole interior. Doubt we're going to save much of that, although I do want to save. Notice there, we actually have the visibility pack on this Alpha, which mine doesn't have, which comes with an auto-dimming rear mirror, which I think is super cool. It's got some other bits, like my wind mirror glass is blue, just to stop reflections, and you know, I've got a blue faded in sun strip on the windscreen, but obviously that's not something I'm going to switch over, definitely not. So we're just going to see how things go. But I can say the wheels they're in motion, we're getting there. Hey guys, it's a completely new week for me. This car was a nightmare to try and strip last time I was here. So today, we're just going to jump straight into a time lapse and we're just going to smash out the whole front end. Whole front end is what I would have said if my file didn't get lost. I completely lost my SD card, and along with that, about 4 to 5 hours of strip down on the front end of this car. It's a real shame. It was great to watch, it was good fun. We had a proper laugh stripping it all down. We did the bumper, the radiator pack, the fan, coolant pipes, intercooler, slam panel, crash bar, heat shields, turbo, manifold. We literally went, the car went from there, don't know if you can see it when that zoomed out, with the bumper on to literally the bare block. We got that far. But unfortunately, I lost it, so we're going to have to do a bit of a jump cut, and I'll see you guys when the car is stripped. Right guys, so we're back with, I don't even know what day this is at this point. Last time we left off, this little nut here, 10mm, was the bane of our existence because it's rounded to all hell. So today, brought some more tools and gonna try and get it off. Well, not gonna try, we're going to. This is gonna be the clip. This is it, I've managed to just pry off that oil line. So now, fingers crossed. Oh ho ho! Come on. Oh no, something's still, I think there's still an oil line connected. Is there? Oh no, it just needs to pull through. Okay. Come on. Ah. There we have her. Oh, I've just pissed oil down there. But there she is. There's my turbo and manifold off. Wow, that is hefty. Let's move her down.